Right, so what about the fear of missing out? Have we all experienced that before?
I think, well, I have.
I have too.
But lately, well,
No, well, yeah, definitely. You've experienced the fear of
when you
missing
think
out.
everyone else is having great times and
Yeah.
you're just stuck at home.
Yeah, like you see it on social media and that, you think, oh,
It's
gosh.
annoying, isn't it?
It's annoying. But today, in Get Real with English Sisters, we're actually going to talk about, yes, the fear of missing out, but also the joy of missing out.
JOMO!
Yeah. So stay tuned for this episode of Get Real with the English Sisters.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you so much for your lovely reviews. Please do just scroll down on Apple Podcasts right to the end and you'll find that you can leave us a review there because it really does help us grow.
It helps and it encourages us to continue.
Continue podcasting, which is our favourite thing.
It is our favourite thing.
We were in London a few weeks ago for the podcast festival.
Yeah.
We had such an amazing time.
It was lovely to meet you all and,
lovely.
you know, to meet other fellow podcasters out there. So big hello to all of you.
Hello London, New
York. Wherever
Uganda,
you're listening
wherever
from.
You're listening. Today,
yeah.
I mean,
so let's get
the fear of missing out.
The
fear of missing out is very, very on trend at the moment.
On trend. It sounds awful for it to be on trend, but it is, isn't it?
Because people are seeing things, these amazing things on Instagram and on TikTok, and they think, "What am I doing?"
I know.
And you think
it can be awful, can't it?
Well, it just could be frustrating because you think I'm just stuck at home, and a lot of times, you know, on social media you just see like little snippets of it, and it's not the reality of what goes on.
No, it's not. The thing is, we all know it's not the reality,
don't we?
Because we all know that especially if you like an influencer or if you curate, you know, the content that you're going to be putting online, we know it's been curated, it's been edited, but there's a part of our brain that still accepts it for reality, I think, you know, and it's difficult for us to distinguish what is and what is not.
Real.
Yes, it's different. Like when we used to watch films, even though you can become totally engrossed in the film and in the movie, whatever, but I think it was more separate from you than just seeing content on your phone.
Because everybody can be a content creator now, can't they?
That's
so you can all, which in a way is amazing.
It's amazing.
You can all make your own mini films content. You can create your own content, but then when you see other people are kind of doing better,
they're more like you than up in the movie. When you're looking at a movie star, and that's more. There's a big gap between you and the star. But like when you see somebody that's similar to you in the same age group or doing the same kind of, you know, leading a similar life to you.
Because you think they did it, why can't I?
The gap is less. It's smaller. So you think,
it's just like
I could do that.
It's that next door, isn't it?
Yeah,
the next door thing.
The next door envy, whatever it's called, you know. If they
keeping up with the Jones kind of thing.
Exactly. If they can do it, then why aren't I doing it? And it's creepy how it can affect our psychology that way, because we feel as if it's like in our homes. It's yeah, I know it can be creepy, but yeah, there you go. I think you have to be aware of it.
I think it's
once again, you have to know what's going on.
Before it was going on a smaller scale, so like your friends would be doing things, and if you weren't doing it with them, you'd think, "Oh, I'm missing out on that."
Well, yeah, they're all saying, "Listen, we're all going to a theme park. Are you coming along?" And you think, I don't really want to go because I wanted to have like a day off at home and just chill. But then if I don't go, they're all going to be having fun and they might show me photos of it. I mean, like when we were younger, they didn't even have all these photos.
It take ages to get them.
Well, yeah. No, but you remember they had the Polaroids. Yeah, but come on.
It's so expensive.
It was expensive. Yeah, it was different. But nowadays it's not. It's super easy.
Well, I think you've hit it on the nail there. That before, I mean, going back a bit before all the social media stuff,
but it wasn't that far away.
No, a lot of you can relate.
Yeah.
Before you wouldn't have the proof the proof, immediate proof.
Exactly.
You wouldn't see all the photos at the end of the day or on the reel.
Sometimes they've even got groups going on, like your friend group that you've got on WhatsApp or whatever.
You would be more disconnected.
It's
so if you
live.
didn't go, you would hear about it. And,
Yeah.
oh, we had such a good time. But it was just like hearsay. It wasn't like
Yeah.
you couldn't actually see all the pictures
and what looks like fun, the food they're eating,
and what the fun they had on the roller coaster.
ha ha ha, drinking, having a drink and everything, and you think, oh, what am I doing here in my pajamas on the sofa? That's where this, the fear of missing out comes, and that can create a lot of anxiety, I think, because you can neither be happy. You wouldn't be happy if you were there at the place, and you're not happy where you are. So where are you? Where are you?
Happy?
Where are you happy? Because you can't be happy with the choice you've made of just staying at home and chilling. And if you went to the place, you're probably thinking, oh, I should have stayed at home.
Yeah.
So it's that middle gap, that's not knowing where you are supposed to be, where I think, you really have to connect with yourself again. Disconnect with the phone. That's the truth of it. You have to disconnect in order to connect with yourself.
To connect.
Yeah, that's a harsh truth about it.
So you shouldn't look at the photos.
No, you should really just, if you could, it would be ideal if you could just turn it off. Once you've made your choice of just staying at home or doing whatever your choice is.
So do you think that's the secret then? If you want to experience JOMO.
JOMO, yeah, the joy of missing out. The joy, yes.
I was going to say the joy of staying home.
Yeah, well, it's the same kind. It's like a form of self-care, isn't it? The joy of staying home, yes. And to fully be able to experience it without having the constant interruptions, I think it is wise to just say, okay, I'm just going to put it on airplane mode for today.
Like as if you're travelling.
Yeah, and you are travelling in a way. You're travelling with an inner journey with yourself.
Yeah.
And you're connecting with yourself. So, yeah, like as if you're travelling.
That's a nice way of thinking about it, isn't it?
Yeah, so today I'm travelling. I'm going to put my phone on airplane mode. And I'm just going to chill and do whatever I want to do, to experience my home, play with my pets, whatever. I don't know. Do whatever you want to do that you know is good for your self-care. And you know it's important for you to take that time off. And then you can fully enjoy it.
Yeah, because I think really just going around in circles again, I think the most important thing you said there was that you don't actually enjoy it when you're there.
I know. That's why that's it. Because you have a niggling feeling that
you didn't really want to do it.
No, and then you hear the noise and you think, oh, God, yeah. Because it's never as great as it looks in the pictures.
Because it's all curated.
That's what, even if, it's just your friends, they're always having an amazing time. But then when you're there, the reality is you might have to wait. Like once when I did something like that, I actually went out and I didn't really want to go out. And I went out and I remember that, we went to this restaurant, not a big deal, but I didn't want to go out. But I got I got the, what's it called? FOMO. The fear of missing out. And I thought, I can't always say no to everything and be such a little introvert. Let me go out. And then I was there. And yes, I was trying to appreciate the actual, meeting everyone. But then the conversation was a bit harder than what I expected it to be. And then the food.
Harder?
Well, yeah, I was with people that weren't particularly,
That's shocking. No. What do you mean?
Well, in the sense that it wasn't as flowing as I would have liked it to be, like easy.
It wasn't chatty.
It was a bit of an effort.
I was a bit stunted.
It was a bit stunted because I didn't know these people that well.
So it was hard to find common ground with them.
Yeah, it was a bit like, they weren't like, the normal group of friends we have. You know who I'm referring to. But,
I don't have a clue.
Oh, well, anyway, never mind. They're lovely people, but I was just in that state of mind.
Yeah.
And in the end, I remember thinking, yes, and I was hungry as well, and the waiter was taking ages to bring the food. So that was a reality of it.
Yeah.
But then if I hadn't gone, I would have thought, oh, I've missed out on that, and I've said no.
Yes.
So, but
I
if
think it's a bit like you have to kind of schedule time for JOMO.
yeah, I think so. And then once you schedule it and you say, no, I'm actually going to enjoy missing out, I will enjoy it. And
Yeah,
yeah,
because everything's so scheduled nowadays. It's that maybe sometimes if we schedule that time for ourselves as well, and for not just doing what we want to do and not always being doing what someone else wants us to do, what other people's agenda
what
are kind
society
of.
dictates or what's supposed to be appropriate, and depending on what age group you are, what you're supposed to be doing, because there's different age groups. Like if you're
Of
very young, you're
course,
supposed to be, oh, what,
clubbing.
yeah, clubbing, having a great time. And if you're not, you're going to eventually see pictures of it somewhere to prove what you missed out on. And if you're in the family, creating a family, then you're all supposed to be going to each other's friends' houses.
Yeah, what about
And
the holidays, the yearly
gosh,
holidays that people feel obliged to have as well? Because all the pictures are
yeah,
out.
the pictures are out.
I
Everyone on the
remember when
beach.
we were at school, they say, "What did you do?" And if we hadn't done anything, you'd feel, "Oh, I didn't do anything."
I know. Yeah, you had to write what you did.
Yeah,
I mean that's pretty.
it's a lot of pressure.
That's a lot
Isn't
of
it?
pressure. Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
No.
I wouldn't ask somebody, what did you do? I mean, that's pressure. That's
Because you feel
pressure
as
on the
if
kids.
you have to think you have to do something amazing every year.
Yeah,
on
and then if you
holiday.
just stayed at home and you didn't actually travel or do anything, what would you write in the
That was
essay?
tricky.
That was tricky. You'd have to
one.
write, oh, I went to the park. I
Make
mean,
something up.
you couldn't. I mean, surely there's one or two things,
Yeah,
but
but it was pretty boring compared to other people who said they've been to Disney World or something.
yes, it was boring. I know. Lucky enough, we usually always travel to see family.
Sometimes, but no, I
Sometimes.
do remember being in difficulty about, oh, what did you do at the weekend? And we'd done nothing.
Yeah, that was harder. The weekends. What did you? Yeah.
You had to write. Anyway, I
Yeah,
don't know why I'm talking about that now.
because you're referring back to it was like,
Childhood.
yeah, well, it was like the fear of missing out, even in those days
Yeah,
when
well,
there
was
wasn't
no
social media.
but you'd have the pressure because you'd have to actually write it down. If everyone kept quiet and then you didn't have to do an essay on it or something.
Exactly, yeah.
The fact that you had to write it down, document it.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
It sounds so serious. Document the fun that we're having.
I know. What I say is really, it is lovely to be able to have this JOMO time, whatever it's called, that just experience
have
the
a
joy.
nice, shower
Yeah.
or something, shampoo.
Whatever you want. Yeah.
do
Have a
your
self-care day and just call
Pajama day.
it pajama day even. Yeah. Call it pajama day. We used to have those a lot, didn't
We
we?
did, but I mean, I don't feel as doing that as much now because we were forced to kind of do it with
With
the
the
pandemic.
pandemic, that has changed
So
a
I
bit.
feel as
Yeah.
if I want to go out more now, but that's
Yes.
different because I don't feel as if I'm missing out. I just actually want to do things.
Yes. That's right. Yeah. But
But I'm also happy to when we got back from London, I'm happy to have a couple of days at home and just do
chill.
the washing and chill,
Yeah,
do the
yeah,
gardening
yeah.
and
Do like
just
potter
get a potter
around
and do things like that.
in your familiar space. Yeah, that's really lovely. Yeah, sometimes you just want to do that. And since most of us do work, all throughout the weekdays, so when the weekend comes, this pressure of having.
Well, I found
Go
it
out.
like liberating, like the other night when we just went out on Monday night, for instance, after
Yeah.
we'd done.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was just random.
Yeah, because we'd kind
It
of
was
done
just-
something like, I'm not that great, just going to the doctor.
We went to the doctors. Yeah, I mean.
And to see the cardiologist. And then afterwards we just stopped off and had like fun.
Yeah, that was a bit out
But
of
the fun
we
was-
had
yeah, but
we
we
had
like-
like pizza
Yeah.
and a little beer on the fly sort of thing. We
Yeah.
stopped off at this cute little place and we just said, all right, let's
And that
stop
was
off here.
cute because it was just spontaneous. It wasn't like, it was a Monday night. It wasn't like,
No, it wasn't expected.
it wasn't
Yeah.
expected. It was no pressure kind of thing. Because sometimes when you have like this this like the Friday night thing, the fear of missing out on Friday night or
Yeah,
Saturday night or
definitely.
Thursday night when
Yes,
people are
yes.
going out a lot now. And then there's a lot of pressure on you. You know, you might not be like us that we want to go out. I say maybe once a week or twice.
Come
It's
on,
not as
yeah,
if
not
we go
that
out
much.
that much.
That already seems like quite a lot, actually, going out once a
Yes.
week,
So it's, we do
socializing. We're
other things,
pretty,
but we're
yeah.
not like socialites or anything.
No
So
way.
you go for a coffee and things like
Yeah,
that. But
that's it, basically.
what I'm saying is that we do. We it's a horrible feeling to think like on a Thursday night or a Friday night or a Saturday and Sunday night you have to be going out and doing things because everyone else is. You know, you can also just relish that time for yourself and say no. You know, I'm just going to stay at
Yeah,
home today
I'm just gonna stay at
and
home and
chill
do
and really
whatever the
enjoy
hell
it.
I want to do and enjoy it to the fullest because I deserve this time and it's your life, you know, it's your life. That's it. And no one else can really. They actually said that. Do you remember that time when it all, you know, the whole of Meta went down? There was like 2 days, I think, where it went down. There were a lot of people that did experience anxiety because their phone wasn't working. But then on the other hand, there was a large number of people that actually experienced well-being from this.
Yeah. I
So
can imagine.
yeah, because they would, you know, when afterwards when the survey was done, I can't remember exactly what year it was, but then when it was done, they were all saying, yes, I did experience relief from it. Can you believe it? So I can, I can
yeah.
definitely believe it. So relief from all the social, from Instagram, from seeing everyone else's life, and
Well, it's all the noise, isn't it? It's too much.
it's too much, yeah. So you turn off, you put it on airplane mode,
Airplane
and enjoy the
travel,
JOMO.
travel
Yeah.
within yourself.
Yeah.
And let us know
Let us know how it goes for you.
how it goes for you. And let us, please do give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And do come and see us on YouTube as well, because we have the
Yeah.
video up on YouTube.
It is
And
up.
let us know what you'd like us to talk about, something that will help you with your anxiety. You know, just give us a shout out.
Absolutely. We'll discuss it next time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll discuss it. We'll do a podcast on it.
Yep.
So lots of love and smiles from the
English sisters.
Bye-bye.
Bye.